If new subscribers keep deleting their accounts, you have a serious problem. But the fix is easy and it can turn them into loyal spenders who spend big on your pay-per-view content. So in this video, I'm talking about why subscribers keep deleting their OnlyFans accounts and how you can fix it by understanding the 4 core reasons why they subscribe even in the first place. Okay, so why are they deleting their accounts? What is the core reason for this? What's happening is the subscribers are feeling buyer's remorse. This is what's happening, buyer's remorse. So buyer's remorse literally just means they get in the feeling of regret. And this regret comes from they feel like they are not getting value or they're not happy with the money they spent compared to the value they're getting. So you're not hitting on the motivations why they should even subscribe in the first place. And it's causing them regret. Okay. Now there's 4 core reasons which we have to understand why subscribers subscribe in the first place. Then once we understand these, we know, okay, if these are hit, this is why a subscriber would want to subscribe, and this is why they're going to stay subscribed for longer as well. These are the 4 things that may motivate them to give you their money and subscribe to you. Okay. So the first one is very, very easy to understand, and most of you know this. It's just simple. So the first point is exclusive content. Exclusive content. So what does that actually mean? It simply means a subscriber is subscribing to you because they want to see more content that they can't see anywhere else. Now, what I see a lot with OnlyFans creators is they feel like their OF can run like an Instagram page. So they're posting the exact same content they're posting on Twitter, Reddit, and OnlyFans is the same. But the difference between Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram to your OnlyFans is you actually have to pay for your OnlyFans. Now, why would a subscriber want to pay for your OnlyFans if they're getting the exact same content that they see on Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, or any other platform? It starts the relationship off in a negative way straight away. They're going to come on, they spent their $10, they're excited and ready to see your extra content, but straight away they're annoyed and disappointed. There's not even a little bit more spice compared to your IG. So the key thing is to fix here is the content on your actual page needs to be exclusive. It needs to have a little bit more spice than your IG. It needs to be different. It needs to be a little further because that's what they're paying for. Now, when I'm talking about exclusive content or extra content in general, there's a few things you want to think about. So first of all, and I say this especially to a new creator or somewhat new creator, is you need at least 100 pictures on your feed and around 20 videos as well. There's 2 reasons for this. Yes, it helps conversion rate, but also when a subscriber subscribes, say you only have 3 pictures and it's not up to their par and they've spent $10, $20 on your sub, are they going to be happy? No. The answer is no. But if you've got a ton of content, the likelihood is they're probably going to like most of it anyway, so they feel like they're getting the value. Even if it was $10 and you've got 100 pictures there, in their subconscious mind, they're thinking, oh, 10 cents a pic, it becomes more valuable and your perception of your subscription becomes more valuable as well. So with the content and your exclusive content, you want to put as much content up as possible. And it needs to be another level from your Twitter, from your Reddit, from your Instagram, or whatever platform you're on. One thing to make your content a little easier as well is when someone subscribes to your content and they go into your feed, you need to have labels. With the creators I work with, we like to keep 3 labels for each creator, and that's either going over their unique selling points, what's special about them, their hobby, whatever. So if we have a creator with a big ass, we're going to have a label, which is a category basically, saying like mama's ass. And that means subscribers who like ass, they've probably subscribed to her or they like her because she has a big ass. They can click on that straight away and see all her ass content. Or if she's in the niche of office niche or outdoor niche, there'll be a label category that says outdoor pics, outdoor vids, outdoor having fun. And you click on that category and it's just everything that's outdoors. Simple as that. It's just another way to make the subscriber a lot happier with their purchase. Because what we're trying to do is eliminate buyer's remorse. We need to make them feel like what they've subscribed to is actually valuable and make them happy about it. So that's number 1. We need to actually have exclusive content and plenty of it and make it easy to find. Number 2, the second thing is personal connection. I'm going to have to change whiteboard pen in a second. Personal connection. So subscribers can see anyone's exclusive content. They can subscribe to anyone on OnlyFans. They can see anyone's content online on different websites, whatever it is. They can go to anyone. But they've came to you for a reason. They want the opportunity to build a connection with you, build a relationship with you, actually speak to you as well. And you must be able to fulfill this. So how do you build a connection with them? Obviously, you need to talk to them, whether that's on live streams, messages, whatever. There needs to be that opportunity to actually speak to them. And that's the difference between your social media and OF. They're paying to actually speak to you, and they're paying for you to actually reply. You don't have to reply on the platforms, and I recommend don't. But when it comes to your OnlyFans, they're trying to build a connection with you, even if it's a friendly one. So you must have the option where you're going to speak to them, where you're going to initiate conversations. So how to fix this side where they feel like, oh yeah, do you know what? She's cool. I can build a relationship with her. She's cool. Is first of all, your welcome message needs to be strong. Don't just say, oh, thanks for subscribing. Try initiate conversation straight away from your welcome message. So that's number one. The second thing as well is you need to initiate conversation. So every few days, send out a mass pay-per-view with a question or just an opener to start conversation. And whilst you're doing this, don't be offline for 3 days in a row. You really need to be online every day talking to your fans. And this is why so many creators will come to us and they want help with their OF, because they haven't got the time to do all the chatting and speaking with fans and selling. But we're able to help them with that because we can be online so much more than they. We can be online every day. Whereas you might be able to only go online every 3 days, and you're killing personal connections. And if they don't feel like they can speak to you, the subscribers are just going to delete their account or not renew. So that's the second thing. You need to fulfill your personal connection by strong welcome messages, having general conversations with them, and making them feel like they can actually talk to you. Number 3, fantasy fulfillment. So what does fantasy fulfillment mean? Fantasy fulfillment literally just means you need to be able to satisfy their imaginary desires. Okay? They're coming on here again for exclusive content and for their fantasy to be filled. So what we like to do with our creators is or subscribers when they come in, is we want to be able to sell to them as soon as possible, right? So fantasy fulfillment comes from first the content on your feed, the exclusive content that you're posting. And this is why it's so important to have a strong brand, because you can show that in your content, whether that's, again, your unique points about you, physical looks, your personality, or a niche. You can show that because it fulfills a fantasy. Maybe they've always wanted to get with an office girl or outdoors girl, or do something outside, or get with a big ass girl, that type of thing, or someone that twerks. Then the second thing is they are here for extra content. So at the end of the day, you need to have content ready to sell to them. So whether that's in mass pay-per-view content that they're actually going to enjoy, or chatting sequences, we need to have content that could potentially take them to the next level, basically. And that will fulfill their fantasies, their imaginary desires that they have about you. Now, the last thing to eliminate buyer's remorse and keep them happy, and the core motivation for someone subscribing in the first place, is subscriber feels valued. So when I say a subscriber feels valued, what you need to understand, most men, and I'm talking about majority of men, you don't see them, they go to their jobs, they go home, you don't see them at all. They feel unwanted. They feel unwanted by women, they don't feel loved. And at the end of the day, that's all they want to feel. And this kind of links into personal connection a little bit. So the way you make them feel like they're wanted, and you don't have to make it sexually wanted, I mean, in terms of validation, is you're going to have personal connections with them. But whilst you're doing this, you're not throwing content just down their throat. You're not just trying to sell them content permanently. You're also trying to build a relationship and have genuine interest about them. Because once this happens, it allows you to build a connection with them even more, because you're hitting so much on their point that they feel unwanted. And now they feel wanted by you. That connection's got stronger, which means you're able to sell your content more to them, and they're going to stay around longer. So you need to make sure when you're talking to subscribers, you need to actually have genuine interest in what they say. And that's very simple. But these are the 4 main reasons why someone would subscribe to your OF. So they want to see exclusive content that they can't see anywhere else. They want to build a personal connection with you and feel like they can talk to you. They want to fulfill their fantasies, meaning fulfill and satisfy their imaginary desires. And number 4, they want to feel valued and sexually validated, where you're going to give them genuine interest and they feel wanted. So once you eliminate these and you do all of these, there's no reason for a subscriber to have buyer's remorse, which means there's no reason for a subscriber to delete their account or for a subscriber not to stay around longer and keep renewed. So it's very, very simple. You need to think, okay, which one of these do I need to do? Do I need to make sure I've got more content up? Do I need to make sure I'm not just posting my IG content? Do I need to actually speak to my fans and build relationships and be on my account daily? Do I need to have content ready to sell straight away so we can take their fantasy to the next level whilst making money? Or do I need to be genuinely interested in their conversations? Once you do this, you're not going to have the problem. Fans are not going to delete their accounts. You're going to make more money off each fan and it's going to make you rich. Now, what I want to say, I do have a Telegram channel in the bio. So if you go down to the description, click that. I put loads of value in there, free value about viral content, keeping subscribers, anything on my mind, which is there to help you. Also, if you are a creator and you can't think of how to go viral, you're struggling with getting subs in, struggling with keeping subs and really monetizing off each subscriber, send me a message on Telegram or on Instagram at ArdenBliss1 and I may be able to help you.